if we make reference to the Land Public Transport Master Plan, where it is a plan that will decide how public transport to be formulated and implemented, we can see that one of the key objectives is about connectivity, about integration, about affordability, about access. So we take that seriously because we are guided by those key principles, key objectives. So for existing assets that we have to take over, for example, we just do not sit back and complain that, oh, this is not our problem. But we make good of the situation. We created the physical integration for the ease of the public to transfer from one line to the other. You can see that in Masjid Jamek, in Hang Tuah and few other places. And when it comes to new projects, for example, we make sure that integration that will lead to proper connectivity will be there. So for example, for the new line that we have today, for MRT lines coming up, the new LRT 3 lines, we make sure that the lines are crafted in a way that it will integrate with other existing public transport infrastructure or railway lines. So this is about enhancing the value proposition that we can offer to the public, that if they were to opt to use public transport, the ease of using public transport and the ease of transferring from one line to the other to help to get them to their final destination will be there. And it needs them to invest a bit of the time to try out, and we have seen a lot of success stories that we have seen from the public that has decided to switch from their private vehicles to public transport, and they say that yes, it makes sense and it really helped them a lot in terms of the ease of them travelling from point A to point B. We believe that to change mindset is about creating the environment first. It's not about having the rhetoric or creating statements to say that, oh yes, please use public transport. So we are changing that our own mindset to create the environment that the public would then want to use public transport. For example, today we have, I can say, like two opposing policies: the public transport policy and also the national automotive policy. But for us, we are not complaining about it. We say that we have to support government's policy, and we say that the public, the Malaysian public, if they are well enough to do, they can own as many cars as they want. No problem there, as long as the cars can fit into their compound and not trouble their neighbours and so on. But we also continuously put our advice to them to say that fine, you are driving your own car, but if you are driving into a congested area, please use public transport. And for that, the environment that we have to create is that we have to provide sufficient parking spaces so that while they can drive, because you cannot take away the pride of them owning their own private vehicle, so they can drive from their house, and then they can go to the station. In the station, there's sufficient space for them to park, and then they hop on to public transport. So that's the way that how we see that the best way that we can change the mindset of the public on how we can encourage them and persuade them to use public transport. So this is about creating the set of characters that we want each and every of the employees of Prasarana would be able to understand and adopt and quickly adapt to the situation where we can be innovative. So in our guiding principle, we have 5 guiding principles, and we group that and we have name it as INFORM, IN as 1, that is integrity and honesty. Then we have F, ORM. F is freedom through responsibility, O is openness, R is resourcefulness, and M is mutual respect. If we get all our 10,000 plus employees to be able to understand exactly what we are trying to instill through that guiding principle, it will then generate the openness in their mind and resourcefulness that they have within themselves to be able to work on something better, new ideas, nothing should stop us from venturing into the unknown in relations to public transport. And we have seen success stories of our team, the innovative circles that has been participating in the local front and also in the international platforms that has generated a lot of success stories. And we hope that we can continue to provide them with the stamina and also to continuously to fuel them with the resources that they need to be able to continue on their journey to innovate better. Because today, all of our lines that we have today, they are all the rail lines, for example, the rail lines, they are all automated, meaning that there are no drivers there. And there's only one line, the monorail line, is still with a driver. The rest are automated or fully automated. And for you to move further into the future, you need to understand what will it take to be able to position ourselves to automate better into the future. And what are the risks that we have to understand so that we can put mitigation plan early, and then we can scope all that together into the performance specification of future projects. So that need a lot of thinking, a lot of brainstorming, a lot of blue ocean strategy initiative. You know, I like blue ocean, I don't like red ocean, because moving forward with all the resources that we have today, it's always good to collaborate, to be friends with others, and then to understand and not to be too cocky, thinking that you know better than the rest. It's about learning from others, and then how that additional information that you have can be turned into knowledge that will be valuable to the internal stakeholders.